Everybody, it's Texas Tiger Digs, and we'll do another box opening. One of many I've done lately. And I'm going to get another digging tool and do a little a box opening and eventually a review. I've got a few of them backed up, so I've got to get that. I've got to get out and get my reviews done. So I'm just gonna whack this open real fast. We'll see what it shows us. I've got one of the big names in, not in shovels, but in general in edged weapons, in a fact, or utility weapon, utility devices or whatever. Basically knives. Knives are their specialty, but they also do shovels, like Glock, who specialist firearms, also does shovels. Don't know. It's just it seems like one pretty much fits into the other in both cases. And this is the Schrade, and I don't know if there's another pronunciation to that. That's the one I'm going with. I've seen this name for years, but I've never heard anybody pronounce it who I assume is authoritative. So I'm going to get this open, and this is an extendable shovel, and it's one of the bigger names, which is one of the reasons I like it. It seems to be very, very similar to another shovel that I've got around here, which is my Gerber. Well, its function, it looks a bit different, but its function is very similar. So I'm wondering, I've read some reviews on it, and it is the perfect shape for out in the field, because it's basically bigger length until you extend it. And let's take a look. And one thing we got here is we got a very nice. Usually you have to press these things down or pick them up to get it open. Hold on. Find the lock here. Alright, took me a little pause here to figure out exactly how to unhook this, but you just roll it down and pop it up. I don't know why it took me a little while to figure that out. It's very much like the Gerber. And then you just simply twist it up until it reaches the point where it's snug. And now you've got a functioning shovel. Now the important thing with this is the length is good. Oh yeah, what? Yeah, that is very sharp. That's what I was worried about, because sometimes folding shovels do not have that very, very sharp edge, but that is very sharp. Let me take a piece of a cardboard card here. And it won't quite cut, but it will, and it's sharp all the way down on all the edges. Now this is a pretty cool shovel. It's the Schrade. I think it's the SCHSH1, and it does have sharpened edges, concave inner design, T-handle for better leverage. The one thing we don't have with this is, one thing we do have with this that we don't have with my Gerber, and it sort of puts it a little bit ahead of the Gerber, is the T-handle. So you can get more leverage to get it in, to get it going. So that is not bad at all. Now it takes a little reading for this thing, because it is not what you would call an intuitive setup to get this up and going. Part is more intuitive. You just simply roll down the collar and flip the shovel down, and that's basically standard for folding shovels. Now going back, you roll the collar up to secure the blade. See, the blade's loose now. I just close it up a little bit more, and the blade is tight. That's not a big deal. Now the unusual part is the locking mechanism. It's not a traditional type of locking mechanism, or at least none that I've known, where you just have to grab this plastic piece and pull it up to unlock it, and then it slides back and forth. And then you find a position, you press down on the bar again once you get over a hole, and voila, you've got it at its full length. So guys, this looks pretty good. It's heavy. It's carbon steel, I believe. It's sharp on all edges. If you're going to do a deep, target, you can very easily do it with this. even at his shortened position. So you can just take it out, do 3 sides of that square, pop it up, stick it back in, and then use your traditional digger to go further. And that will minimize your impact if your soil type is amenable to this. And most soil types would be, because this is a very, very strong and powerful shovel. And I'm going to get this one out very early because I think this is going to be very, very useful for what I do. So I'm just going to fold this one down, and it has a more sturdy than common sheath. You know, most of these edged tools have pretty sturdy sheaths, at least cut resistant. But so that's pretty cool. So I just wanted to show you that, and I'm going to get this one out and do a review of it. So I'm probably not going to even post this until I actually get it out in the field. So I'll post this, and then quickly, sequentially, I will post the actual use of it in the field. I'm really, really excited about this. I've got another shovel I'm really excited about. I think I'm gonna do the same thing with it. I'm going to, and I might have already by now, but on things I'm very excited about, I'm going to introduce and get them out in the field quickly. I've got a few other things I'm relatively excited about, but haven't got them out in the field quickly enough, and to me that's not fair. So I'm going to get them out, give them a try, and then let you see them in action. Anyway, this is Texas Tiger Digs doing a box opening on the Schrade, or Schrade, or whatever you want to call it. I believe it's a Schrade. That's the pronunciation I'm choosing right now. Folding shovel, entrenching tool, and this would also fit easily in any of my pouches. So I will talk to you later and get this out in the field as soon as I possibly can. Well, I just did the box opening, so let me see if I can actually get a good plug with this Schrade folding shovel. Okay. That looks pretty good. Let's see. Stay pretty intact. Now let's see if I can actually nail down a target. Not a great sound here, but we will see. Sure if that's a can or what. I think that is a can. Or is it a wire? It's a wire. But, okay. Piece of aluminum wire. That's pretty cool. But that is a outstanding plug. So, alright. That looks pretty good. It's sharp enough. I don't have to use my feet to get it in, and I got a perfect plug. Can't beat that. Not another piece of wire, so let's do another plug here. There you go. This is not the best soil for a test, but I guess perfect situation to make bad tests. So see if I got a plug here. Not the best I've done, but not bad. Looks as if my target is somewhere in the plug. What have I got here? Cool, a dime. Now if I can get this back in. Not great, but not bad. Okay, that's a 37. And that is pretty deep, so it is going to require a plug of some size. So let me use this. And also, this thing has a T-handle, but since I'm recording it and don't have my camera glasses again, with my handheld, I'm having a little bit of issues with getting good enough leverage. Not a super plug, but I can reconstruct it. I would love it to be at least a quarter, but that Telltale 37 usually means a dime. Okay, not the best plug, but this ground is very saturated, so you got to give it a little leeway for conditions. But so far, I'm pretty satisfied with the Schrade folding shovel.